Yo, Everyday Superpower, place where you learn about body language, you learn about game, relationships, everything in between. Two links down in the description, you know where to go. Now, let's talk about being interesting. Let's talk about being different. Let's talk about being attractive, alright? We talk about this all the time, but let's talk about being attractive to not only women, but to people in general. Let's talk about separating yourself. Now, let's say you're a general person and you go to work, you work a 9 to 5. When you are not at work, what do you do? What do you do? Have you developed any form of characteristic or developed any project or created anything or learned anything where you can think, right, I've leveled up in this particular space? It's alright leveling up on a video game and spending your time doing that and making more money in a video game and becoming a better character in a video game. But the majority of people don't apply that to real life, and it's ridiculous because it's harder in real life, but it's more fulfilling in real life. And you can approach yourself as that character you'd be tapping away at a keyboard on World of Warcraft. Do it out yourself. Create your own fantasy character. It's yourself. You can be perceived as that if you want to. Nobody just wants to be ignored in this life, right? So it's very easy to be somebody, and I say it's very easy, not through my own understanding, but through my own experience dealing with people such as yourself, not yourself, but your experiences dealing with people, as to where 1 month's passed, half a year's passed, a year's passed, and respectfully speaking, they've done nothing new. What's their experience? They've got nothing new to talk about. There's nothing new to talk about. They're being shoved in a situation when it comes to school, when it comes to university perhaps, when it comes to past jobs, unless they've worked at the same job for about 30, 40, 50 years, which a lot of people have done, and they go home and do nothing new. Why? Why? It's such a disrespect of your life, of your existence. I don't care if you believe in the Almighty or not, and you believe there's a better place, because you should be still respecting what you've got right now in the present. And by respecting and being productive through whichever means in the present, you create a gravitational pull to those who you find attractive and will find you attractive in return, because you're not like 90% of the people around you, your competition, who were just rotting away. And there needs to be degrees of substance within what you do. It's a good start to go to the gym, to start training, to learn a martial art, to start running, to do some degree of health and fitness, because it'll teach you how to push boundaries. It'll teach you how to create better numbers. It'll teach you how to be more effective, more efficient. It'll teach you how to create schedule and practice and technique and how that applies in your life external to that. But still, you can't be someone who just goes to the gym and that's the be all and end all, because you're not providing any real quality. You're not providing any real content to your story and the lives of the people around you by knowing you, unless you're some sort of professional bodybuilder or you're involved in the health and fitness community to a degree where you're monetizing off of it and really establishing some form of presence and business and so on and so forth, right? Otherwise, it's pointless. It's not about fame, it's not about money, but it's about fulfilling your own soul and spirit to the point where you find something, you find a path which makes sense for you to go down, and then you develop all these little offshoots and different spaces you can go down in between, and maybe align that with your main life's purpose, and then maybe that, direction you go is tasted than one you've already been, and you just explore all these avenues. Imagine what that's doing to your brain and your psyche. You're creating this wealth of information and understanding and these patterns which are really fantastic. And as you're doing this day by day, by in, by out, it is an investment, right? You're investing in yourself. People say, oh, invest in yourself. And you think, well, what does that mean? This is investing in yourself, right? Not financially. It's through time and effort. So you invest that time and effort within yourself, and then you learn and you live and you experience and you find quality of life Whether you struggle or not, the struggle's the most beautiful thing about it, to be honest with you. Then when people say, "What were you up to last night?" I mean, you can tell them the truth or not. You can keep it vague, or you can tell them the truth. Either way, it's gonna be tenfold of quality in comparison to the man who said, "I went home, I got washed and watched the television." I speak about this on occasion, right? And I'm not taking a dig of people who like to entertain themselves through relaxing and, just settling down and giving themselves some room to breathe if they do work and their jobs and do this and that. But I'd like you to be a little different. I'd like you to be special. I speak to the men in particular because although the general people around me, these are the lifestyles of the people around me that I live in, and I don't say that because I want to, but as far as family's concerned and that, I can't necessarily tell them to do anything different. Why would I want to do that? That's not my problem. So I say it respectfully, but me as a man wouldn't respect another man who disregards his only life he's got by pissing it away, mesmerized, hypnotized in front of a 60-inch LED TV or whatever you call it. Scrap it, throw the television out. It's unnecessary. You've got more important things to be doing as a man. You should be creating. All of the people you look up to went home and did something, man. And not everyone's a leader. The majority of people are followers, and it's completely fine to be a follower. But what do you have to offer? What do you have to offer? Don't come to me 1 year down the line, and I know very clearly, because generally that's the way it is. I know that you've not really done anything, and the most you can provide me is gossip about the next person. That makes me sick to my stomach, man. You can talk about the next person. Alright. Are you telling me you've done nothing for 1 year? No wonder you're not in my life anymore, man. You see that? No wonder. No wonder. Same goes for the people who are just like, I want to do this. Oh, you know what? I think I should do this. I've been thinking of doing this. And then you go, have you done it? Oh, no. No, I'm thinking of doing it. And then they'll change the conversation because they know they're not going to do it because they know themselves just as much as you know them. And they know that you can perceive the bullshit that comes from them. People who have never established anything in their entire life. And I'm not saying that you need to be a corporate Goliath owning a multi-million company. You might have failed 20 times in a row, done nothing with nobody. But at least you're doing something, and that's exciting, that's fun, because you pick your feet up and you continue moving on, right? And you know when to stop. Clearly, you've done it 20 times over. So just have something to do, man. Have something to do other than waste your time. Oh, well, it's not a waste of time, blah, blah, blah. I used to play video games when I was a little kid. I got given a games console when I was very little, man. Do you know what I got told? I got told it was good for my hand-eye coordination. Good for my hand-eye coordination. Come on. Don't find any excuse to not do the hard work. The hard work is... There's a reason why it's hard. And the thing is, when it comes to the hard work, when it comes to the path less travelled, when it comes to doing what other people aren't doing, less people are going to do it. When you do it 2 days in a row, half of the people are dropped out. When you do it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times, 10 times in a row, imagine how many people are dropping out day by day, day by day. It's exponential. Exponential. I'm not even making sense. I can't even put it into words. It's exponential. People just drop like flies. Now imagine if you made that even harder. And imagine if you did even more work on each and every day. Energized, concentrated into that effort. Imagine. How easy is that? Oh, it's very hard, but it's very easy when you theoreticize it like that. What do you want to do? Go and do it, man. Don't waste your time. That's it. Well, I want to be attractive. Why are girls interested in me? I go on a date with a girl and I talk about television programs. and she's not interested in me. I talk about my memorabilia, my Star Wars memorabilia, and watching Star Wars. It's my favorite film. A load of shit, man. Can't stand it. Can't stand it. Can't stand men who don't do anything, man. It's not a problem with the men. It's a problem in regards to the lack of spirit, the lack of necessity. I get a second-hand depression off of it. I don't know how they feel. And on that note, I'm signing out. 2 links down in the description. Check them out. Patreon and the catalogue of body language. Peace.